Right, welcome back again. I wasn't going to bother filming this, but I thought I might as well. Basically, as you see this, it's lowered on coilovers, and I wanted to keep it about the same height, but get rid of how bouncy it is. At the back is where it seems to be bouncy. So to experiment, what I've done is I bought them shitters, just some second-hand sports springs to see how high it sits, and then we'll adjust the front to match it. Now I bought these mainly because I needed these as well, so they come with it. So we got them. They're a bit rusty and a bit shit. They probably won't be staying on, but I thought I'd just film how to change the rear springs really, and we'll see how it sits with them on. So to take the wheel off first. This is what we're doing today. We're gonna swap out rear springs. Now I've already done one side, which is why I've got two different ones. This is what I'm taking off, because this is part of a coilover kit, and as you can see, they appear to have been colliding, and the ride is a bit harsh. So I've got, just to experiment with, I bought some cheap second-hand sports springs. Now on the other side that I've done it, this video is going to be probably a mash-up of both sides, because I filmed the other side but it was shit, so I'm filming this side as well. They don't actually sit that much higher than that does, and they've got to be a lot softer. So we're going to put them in first, so let's take that wheel off. Right, so we've got the wheel off, and these are actually some of the easiest springs to change. I'll just mention that we've got a wheel there in case the car falls on my head, stop it killing me. And we've got a grid there, so if I can drop everything I can fuck off forever, can't it? Perfect. Right, so first thing is, seat size, I think it's an 18mm Mac socket. Doesn't have to be Mac, but 18mm. And we need to unbolt this. Now I'm going to spray a bit of jizz oil behind there, because that looks like it's not going to be. But last thing I want is that fucker snapping. Let's put it that way. So let's take that bolt out, and then I'll come back then. See? Took that out. Now this spring pretty much just comes out. Now you don't need to do this, but it makes it easy. You can just struggle with these. You can disconnect the anti-roll bar linkage, or you can just struggle like fuck with it, or you can do this, which I'm going to do, and then I'll put it in place. Now this is, well, it's not a secret, is it? Right, you can put a jack between there and there. Now it works better with the jack that actually comes with the car, because it's a single-sided jack, but that's under a load of shit in boot. So I've just got this out of workshop, so I'm going to put that in. Right, and there you go. Just be careful not to trap this ABS wire, because that'll cause you bigger problems than just changing your springs. And that just falls out. Now at the top there is a rubber flap. Like that. I've got these with these springs. So I bought these second hand as a full kit. They're a bit shit, but they were cheap, and I didn't want to buy good ones because I didn't know how it was going to sit compared to the front. So first of all, the bottom has the bump stop with the wide side of the spring, and the small end of the spring that goes into this. So now we put this in here. Might have to jack it a bit further because this spring will be a little bit longer. Just fit it in. Right, and there as I film the floor, we put the spring in. So line up at there, and it wants to be so I always do it the tail of the spring, I'm pretty sure come round this side, but if I'm wrong tell me I'm wrong. But I'm not double checking, this is only going to be temporary. But yeah, let's set this jack out. There you go. And then we put the jack underneath. Just try it again. Right, as you can see, hopefully, I've just put a jack under there to jack that up. Now it doesn't have to just be tight, because you can push this in. to make it match. Now if it's too low where the springs are putting it, then you're going to really struggle. So we'll get that bolt in there, make sure it goes in straight, otherwise you're going to have a bigger headache than what you started with. And then we'll check that's tight, and then when we let the jack out, that's it, that's all there is to it. It's a piece of fucking piss actually, it's not really worth filming, but let's put the wheel back on. I've just dropped it off the jack and it's a bit monster trucky, but I've not driven the car to settle it on this side. It'll go down a bit more than that, but if it's a little bit higher, then I'm just getting old. You know, sometimes comfort's a bit more important than looks in this situation, I suppose. It was just a bit harsh, mainly on the back, but we'll see how it dries with these on now, and hopefully that'll be a bit smoother, a bit nicer. Right, so that's how it sits now. Looks alright from here. And then you walk round, carry on round, and for some reason that rear right's higher. It's got some sort of 90s fucking raised rear end shit going on, so I'm not 100% sure why. I'll have to look into that, but it does ride a bit smoother, so I'm just going to live with it for now, and that'll do.